Welcome back, guys, to Kids Coding Playground, and today we'll be doing another video. This time we'll be doing a video on apple catcher game. We'll be making an apple catcher game today, and the objective of the game is to get 50 points by catching apples. So, an apple catcher game, we will be learning these following concepts in Scratch: broadcasting messages, using pick random, variables, operators, and condition checks. So without further ado, let's head on to the tutorial. Okay, so now first we need to rename this to apple catcher. So we need to delete the cat sprite because we don't need it. First we need to upload some sprites and a backdrop. We'll need the apple sprite. We'll need the bowl sprite. And we need to paint a sprite, the winning, to let the player know that they won. So you might want to pick like a red color, I guess. I'm gonna pick the marker font because it's big and easy to see. So you win. So you want to center it like that. We might want to get a backdrop too. I would pick the blue sky. That looks great with the apple catching game. Okay, so let's start with the code for the apple. So you want to always start with that one flag clicked. You want it to go to a random position. Set Y to 180. So it'll be somewhere up here. Next, you want to drag in a forever loop. Everything inside will go on forever. Then you want it to change Y by -7. So that means it'll make the apple drop by -7 every time. Change Y by -7. And then we need to drag in an if-then statement. If then the position, the Y position, drag this, is equal to -170, which is somewhere around the bottom of the screen. You want to go to a random position and reset back to 180. Set Y back to 180. Next, you want to drag in another if-then statement. This part is to check if the bowl is touching the apple. So we need to go to sensing, and drag in an if touching block, and we need to select bowl. Then we might want to play the sound chomp to give it a little effect. And then we need to make a variable. So our variable would be score, to track how many points you get. So you want to keep this checked so it'll show up right here. So we want it to change score. Change score by pick random 1 to 10. So you get a random score every time. Every time you catch an apple. So you want to select back to go to a random position. So I'll reset again and set Y back to 180. And 180 will be around somewhere right here. And next you want to do a when clicked if the score is equal to 50 or greater than 50. So drag in an if flag clicked forever loop. And you need an if-then statement. So you also need some operators. So you need to drag the or if the score is greater than 50 or equal to 50. So that means if the score is greater than 50 or equal to 50, because we need this part because we have a random right here. If it picks random, then it's not a guarantee it'll be under 50 or equal to 50. We need to broadcast a message after. Call it win. And we need to broadcast, this apple has to receive the message win. And when it receives it, it'll hide, so it won't show on the backdrop anymore. And then it'll stop other scripts in the sprite. So you want to drag in the stop all, click this, other scripts in the sprite. So as you can see now, if you do this, this will stop the code for this part and this part. So as you can see, we're done with the apple. Now let's move on to the bowl code. So for the bowl, first we have to drag in if flag clicked. We want the bowl to be somewhere down here and also be in the center. So we might want to go 0, -136, so it'll be even, like straight through the center. And we want to set the score to 0, so you won't start out with a score bigger than 0, so you get an advantage. So next we'll drag in a forever loop. We need 2 if-then statements. So if then left, we need to go to sensing. If then left arrow is pressed down, that means it'll go left. If the left arrow is pressed down, we need to make it go left. So point in direction of -90, which is the left side, right here. And then next, you want to change x by -10. That means it'll move to the left by -10. So and then we want to get another key pressed. We want the right arrow this time, and instead of changing x by -10, we need +10. And instead of point in direction of -90, we want to point in direction of 90. So we'll change x by 10. And then when it receives the message win, stop other scripts in the sprite, which means it'll stop this chunk of code right here. And don't forget this step. You will always want to set the bowl to this, or else your bowl will flip upside down when you're playing, and it won't look good. And finally, we want to go to the win code. So for the win code, we'll need to get a when clicked. It'll go to 0, 0, and it'll hide. We want it to hide in the beginning because you don't want it to say win in the beginning, even though they haven't even got one apple yet. So we need to drag in the when I receive win. We want it to show when it receives the message win, and stop everything. Stop all. Okay, so now we have the whole game ready. Oh yeah, and we also might want to set the apple a bit smaller, so like size 75. So now when we play it, when you catch an apple, it plays the chomp sound, and you get a random score. And the score goes up. As you can see, the score goes up right here every time I get an apple. And when I reach over 52 or equal to 52, it'll say you win. So thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. And please like, share, subscribe, and ring the notifications bell to watch our latest uploads.